Alright guys, so I'm going to do a little bit of a replay analysis for this guy from Reddit, Mental Fruit in the top right. He said he's Silver 1, he's currently, he wants to know how he lost this game, so we're going to go ahead and give it a little analysis. And let's just look through his point of view, see if there's anything we notice. And I do apologize, I'm eating Chex Mix. So, let's go back a second. I think he fixed this. Yeah, so he did fix that mistake. So, you just gotta be alert. I mean, you only delayed your gas a couple seconds, so like it could be a hell of a lot worse, but still. There we go. My client was freaking out because I alt-tabbed. So one thing is I always like to scout at 16. This is a little bit weird. We're doing a one-base build, maybe? Okay, so, you need to stop making, this is how I remember when to stop making workers so that I could, do my orbital at a decent time, because I like to have my orbital, like, I see you're going up to 21 supply, I go at 20. So what I do is, after I build my refinery, I know that I could queue up 2 more workers. So, 1, 2, up to this third where it says 3. That's how far I could queue workers. That way at 19 supply, the barracks will be about finished. I'll make a Reaper, that will put me at 20 supply, and then I'll get my orbital command center. This is a little bit weird, but I'm just gonna look past that for now. Yeah. Because you can make the, you could do the command center, and then do the, then do your supply depot, and you'll get that CC down faster. Other than that, you're doing, you know, it's pretty good so far. Everything's pretty crisp. You should be looking to make a factory soon, I think. Alright. So right now, let's see what are you looking at? You're looking at your Reaper, which I understand. But so by the time your Reaper is to your opponent's base, you should have about enough to make the factory. So what I like to do, instead of going all the way in his base, I'll just sit right here for a second, make sure I got my factory going, make sure I got everything going good at home, and then send the Reaper in, since my macro's all taken care of and all that extra APM I have can go towards the Reaper. They see a couple gateways in Forge, kind of weird. And you know he's on one base. So he's on one base with 2 gas and a forge. So what we know from that is that he's obviously making a lot of gateway units, and he's going to be upgrading them. So yep, you got your second gas. You're doing good so far. You probably need a depot here. No, you don't. because you got that. Cool. Orbital. There you go. And then the tech lab on the second racks. There you go. This is just make sure that after you build stuff, you rally your workers back to the mineral line. Oh, okay. Going for a 2-base build. That's fine. Go ahead and you need to put ice and gas. Yeah, like I said, just rallying workers back home to mine. Uh, your stem's a little bit late right here, so you needed to just do your stem really quick. The SUV that makes the factory, he's obviously gonna make a starport right now, and then you'll want a tech lab on your factory. Not super late on the stem, but just a little bit. You did build this too close to that barracks. And if you're going for this kind of 2-base play, you probably do need a gas right now. And honestly, it's 4 minutes into the game. I would scan and see, okay, he doesn't have, or even you have your Reaper here. You could have sent your Reaper up this way and then over here, just to kind of sit, even in the back of, like, back in Wings of Liberty, what I would do, I would keep an SCV just back here. You could do that with your Reaper, just keep him back here. That way you could see, okay, my opponent's making a second base. But right now, you don't really know, like, you have kind of an idea, but, I mean, he could have expanded, but... Whoops, sorry. But you're doing really good on your macro so far. Just like those little things that I pointed out. You could build a starport or a reactor for your starport on your factory to switch over. And you need to take, like I said, probably take a gas since you're going for a heavy 2-base. So you did see the Immortal, right? So you know this is like huge like 1-base play. So you needed to see, because here's the thing. Oops. You started the reactor on the starport. Whenever the time it takes to build the reactor, like say starport finishes, the factory, if you start the, sorry, I'm like kind of like stumbling through because I'm just kind of like doing this on the fly. I didn't really watch the replay beforehand. But if you start the starport and the reactor on the factory at the same time, you'll be able to swap the starport onto the reactor right away, and then you'd have 2 medevacs. But now you're kind of delaying because how long does it take to build a reactor? You're delaying another 36 seconds from your... So you won't have medevacs for another minute. When realistically, you can have, if you do everything right, like if you build on your macro, you could have 2 medevacs right now, stim could be done right now, and then this army is a lot meatier, you know, because you have the medevac support, because you need those support units. So there's that. Just take a note of that. Like I said, you still need gas. You're not going to be able to actually support this eBay. You could probably start making supply depots 2 at a time right here just to be safe, because you're like 66 out of 70, and medevacs actually cost a good amount, especially if you're doing 2 at a time. Your rally point on here is messed up. Okay, so yeah, you have a lot of gas, So you need to get your 2 medevacs going. That will put you down to 100 gas. Marauders, you already got some queued up, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you can start to upgrade. I do like the turrets, since you know there's a robo. Yeah, like I said, 2 at a time. What you do is you do 2 SCVs at a time, and you just look. Whenever you have 2 idle workers, you know, oh, my supply depots are done, time to make more. You can start your second upgrade right now, because you will need combat shields. It helps a lot. Let's see where you're scanning. Um, Actually, like, the main didn't tell you, like, too much. You already know all this information. So I still would have liked to see a scan at the natural, because you would have seen, holy fucking shit, no natural. My god. I'm out of it. So, whenever you see no natural versus toss, even though, like, our armies are bigger, that should scare the shit out of you, because our units, we could make a lot more, but, like, if he has the right composition, which, I mean, the Immortals help a lot to tank. Protoss are just, they're really strong. If you see no second base, no matter how many you have, just throw down a second and a third. Like, you should have realistically scanned at the 4-minute mark and kind of saw what he was doing. Because now, like, even here, 6:30, it's a little bit too late, as you can tell. He's coming out your door, but let's see how this goes. And depots, like I said, just look for the idle worker and then keep making depots. Because you got supply blocked a couple of times. Oh. Where's the observer? Yeah, so now you scan the natural, so you should be like really in oh shit mode. I need to get some fucking bunkers down. Stem? You didn't stem. There you go. Yeah, like I said, Immortals are fucking good. Adepts are good. So, you could have pulled the boys, honestly, and probably won this. But I would say that this loss was just based off the fact that you didn't really scout and see that he has natural. So, like, next time you play against a Protoss, you need to know by probably like 4 minutes does he have a natural. And that's why I said, like, with your Reaper earlier, you could have kept it behind your opponent's mineral line and kind of saw whenever he takes the natural. That's one trick to do. And then, yeah, the couple supply blocks, just make sure you have 2 SCVs always making supply depots, and whenever you see idle workers too, you know, okay, let's throw down 2 more. So that's what I got for you. This game just came down to you should have scouted the natural, saw it wasn't there, and put down 2 more bunkers. You need like at least 3 bunkers against that. And you can, if you did not know this, you can stem units that are in a bunker. You just control click or double click your bunkers, that will select them all, and then you could stem, hit T, and your bunkered units are stemmed. So that's that. I hope that helps.